Hey, we're here in North Caldwell today. This home has been vacant for 3 years, and they don't know how long the refrigerator has been broken. It's a Sub-Zero. It's another 642 model. They don't have ice, and it has not been cooling. So we're going to do the system on the refrigerator, more than likely. But we're going to be testing out the ice maker and making sure that we have water going to the ice maker before we do anything. Just so in case they need a plumber or someone to get them water to the ice maker, they'll be able to call that person before we go and start swapping parts out on the ice maker. But it should be fun. It's a good unit. 3 years of neglect. No one's been in the home, so it's probably been broken for a very long time. They don't really know, so that's why we are doing the full system here. Should work out great. These are good units, so let's go see. Okay, so we are here. There's your water line connection, and the water is on. I mean, I've got the valve open down there in the basement, and I have no water coming into the ice maker. So as far as the ice maker goes, we do need a plumber. This setup is kind of strange. So I'm going to have the plumber change the valve in the basement, and this has been running dry probably for years, so it's a solenoid valve. We're going to change that. We're going to give the ice maker inside the unit the benefit of the doubt, and we'll leave that in. It should work. It shouldn't be such a problem. That was running dry, but solenoid running, no water going to it, we'll change it. And then we have our typical ball of ice on the evaporator inside the refrigerator for a couple years probably. And we're going to get into swapping out the system here and making this like new. And once she gets water back here, we'll plug it all in. She should get ice, no problem. So, well, let's get to it. Okay, so we're pretty much stripped down in here. Full sealed system is out, and we are prepping the new system. Got the Evaporator there. You know, you got your heat exchanger. That's going to go in. I like to straighten it first. And a compressor. And we're going to get it all together with the new filter. New filter, that's your freezer filter. We cut the fridge filter. We will put a new filter with new capillary line in. We'll clean it out. These fans are pretty good. They don't typically fail. So this thing was running pretty good. Starting to get a little discolored. We're going to leave that in. We'll seal up the cabinet up top here like I've shown you before, so there's no heat transfer. The door seal looks excellent. This machine looks excellent. This is a good 642 model. So I'll see you. We'll get this thing back together and I'll be showing you that. It's looking good. Okay, so we got it all back together. Nice sealed system, but that fan, oh my God, is that fan loud. Unplug it and it quiets down. I was wrong. It sounds like crap. We are going to upgrade it to a cast iron fan motor with a new bracket and a new blade, and it'll be quiet just the way we want it when we rebuild the unit. No one wants to listen to a loud Sub-Zero. Thank God we keep them on the truck, right? Don't gotta come back. Let's go. Okay, got the new fan in, nice and quiet. Whisper quiet compared to what we had. Looking good. I'll get this thing cleaned out. Our evaporator is getting nice and cold. Getting a slight frost like I should. My pressure is perfect. This thing will last. It's a good machine. Off to Grove Street in Montclair. Got an old 500 series. This fella just moved in, like a lot of people in Montclair in 2021, and they are trying to check out their 500 series to see if they've got a runner. I think they do. Those are good machines. It's a 550 unit. We'll see if it actually is worthwhile, and they'll keep it until they redo their kitchen in a year or two. Well, let's go look. Okay, this is a good one. $19.90 in really excellent shape. Really good machine. It just had a loud timer, which we have replaced. But look at this. These old compressors. This thing is ancient. It's going to need extensive work eventually. But these guys just moved in. I'm just going to have them run it for a couple months, see how they like it. If they like the configuration, they don't want to redo their kitchen, this may be a candidate to rebuild or to tune up. It's old, it's 30 years old, but they just want it for a couple years until they redo their kitchen. So it definitely may be a runner, and it'll be nice and quiet. Their timer was very loud, so they'll enjoy this. It'll be much quieter, and it seems like it's getting cold. I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to touch any. Look at this. Look at that sticker on there. Look at the, you know, you don't want to touch any of this unless you're getting into the system and redoing it all. Otherwise, you're going to have a nightmare on your hands. Okay. All right, end of the day here. I know that happened pretty abruptly if you're following on the video, but look at that timer I took out in Montclair, that yellow. That was once white, like the Sub-Zero OEM timer right there. That's probably about 30 years, made in the USA, so you know it's old. Man, those 500 series, when they get that old, you just don't even want to touch them. They're great machines, and you can always fix them. But if they're cold, sometimes you better just leaving them alone. And those people, they're going to move into that house, and we'll see if they like the way it's performing. If not, they'll give us a call back.